Yo, what's going on YouTube? I'm JPEX and I'm back with another video, and today I'm showing you how I have managed half of my barn. The setup is not complete yet. I'll show you guys how I have half of it currently working and we'll go from there, okay? So, I have 5 employees. I have 2 handlers, a chemist, this is our janitor, and then this is our botanist. So the way this works, and the reason that we have 2 handlers, is because I'm testing something that provides different amounts. So I'm trying to min-max a little bit on the different qualities. I have a previous video on my bungalow of how that got set up. This adds in the mixing stations, and we may end up swapping that over to a different setup as well. So this is only 5 employees though, so you could probably run this out of the bungalow just the way it is, the way it currently is set up. So we'll kind of go over how this is configured. So you see our 4 mixers on the back wall, and then we have our plants along with each drying rack for each one. So there's 4 plants and 4 drying racks, 4 mixers, and at least 9 big shelves. Okay, and the reason I say at least 9 is because you're going to need the additional one to where you want your product to end up with. Okay, so and your mixing station as well. Actually, we'll update that to 10 because you need to hold your you have to hold your seeds as well. So 10 storage racks. But that's about it. It's relatively cheap. 11 because if you want jars or the press, so one or the other. If you want a press, you only need 10. If you want the jars, you need 11. But we'll go over how this is currently set up. Now, to make things easier, we feed each mixing station to the next. So it just feeds to the next station next to it. And then on our final one, all the threshold is set to 10, by the way. And then on our final one, it goes to the packaging station, right? So it just gets moved right over there. From this packaging station, we move this over to our finalized shelves. That is the end product. That's kind of the end goal. So that's what your chemist does. He just uses these 4 mixing stations, and I'll show you how to specifically set up these in the correct order so that you get the most bang for your buck out of these guys. So same thing with all of the plants as well. We're gonna set each plant to go to the drying rack next to it. And then once the drying racks are set up, we can use all of these drying racks, and they all feed into this mixing station right here, right? So if there's a spot available, our botanist will move over the product. So after that is done as well, you want to set this up in this format. Okay, it's not configured for the video, but we'll do it. We'll do it live. All right. So you want at least 3 seed spots and at least 3 fertilizer spots. And I use the long lasting soil. You technically only need 1 spot here because this is 3 plants, so it matches all 3 of ours when they end up, coming down the line. So the way I have these each set up as well is they only have fertilizer. If you want to add extra fertilizer and skip the drying rack, that is a potential as well. I may have to try that out and see if we can do something a little bit differently just to completely skip the drying rack, because it's annoying. It costs 12 minutes for it to fully dry. But that's the process, and it goes right to there. Now, the actual mixes that I have set up here, this is up to 4 mixes. This is just your personal preference of how it's set up. Obviously, the jars feed into this as well. Let me go grab one of our handlers who actually has the information. Okay, well, I guess it's not going to really show us, but what we want is the handlers to get set up to move from the shelf behind the mixing station into the mixing station below it. So whatever ingredients that you want to get set up, just put it on the shelf behind it, and the handler will move it to the mixing station just below it. And now the way I have this set up is because this only will give you 32 jars, or what is that, 8 bricks. So it'll give you 8 bricks, but you need to, in order to, that could you know, maybe that's half the day that that takes. So what I've done is added that second handler, and what this does is it feeds from this shelf, these shelves in here, to each of these shelves here. So you end up with an additional 8 options. So you can end up producing 64 jars of this product every single day just from one of these setups. So out of this one, I ran 32. That was my max. That's pretty hefty configuration on it. I've been testing it. I've been testing this a couple of days. Probably some improvements that we could do on it, but I hope you like the setup. We might mirror it to the other side. We might switch to Coke. Who knows? Let me know what you think in the comments below. What should I do next? Tell me your craziest mixes. I had somebody shout out a crazy mix with Viagra and something else that I'm gonna have to try. But yeah, hope you like the video. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll continue bringing out some content for you, and we'll see you in the next one.